Hello friends, this is Durga from ITversity, one-stop stop for all technologies. In this video, I will try to cover uh, something called Dock on Mac as part of Apple Mac for IT Professionals playlist. So in Windows, you might have heard about Taskbar, which you see at the bottom like this, and in Mac world, it is called as Dock. So I will try to cover the overall a quick tour of this dock, which is very important um, while using your Mac. So I'm closing this uh, Safari window, and now I will go about all the important icons on the dock. So on the bottom left hand side, you find the Finder icon, which is similar to Explorer in Windows or even in Linux, and you can click on that and you will see all your favorite directories from your Mac. It starts with AirDrop. AirDrop, I think, is to share your applications within the network by using AirDrop, and then all my files, which gives all the files that are set up since we we set up the Mac. So there is a introduction video which I have recorded. I have downloaded Movavi software, and also I have configured iCloud. So there are some files from the iCloud itself, and yeah, all these 4 files are from my iCloud. Because I set up Mac using iCloud, I can see all the files from the iCloud here. So all my files will give all the third-party files which are created after setting up the Mac. So iCloud Drive is iCloud Drive. Means if you configure iCloud while setting up, you will see iCloud Drive here. Applications. So these are all the applications which are installed on the Mac. So I will cover these things later. Desktop, right now you don't have anything on the desktop, so it is empty. So this represent the folder version in Finder to the desktop. So if you create any files here, those files will be displayed under the desktop directory in your favorites. And then documents, right now there are no files or directories in the documents, and downloads is the one which will have all the downloaded files by default from the browser. So far I have downloaded only one software, which is Movavi Screen Capture Studio, to capture these videos. So this is about Finder, and then the next icon is called as Launchpad. So when you click on Launchpad, you will see all the applications which are installed at this time on our Mac. So you have Safari, Mail, Contacts, almost all the applications that are installed, and some of the not so important or less frequently used applications are categorized under other. You can click on this and you can see these things. So these are nothing but from the applications in the Finder. If you go to Finder and click on applications, whatever you see here, you will get on the Launchpad. So instead of navigating through Finder applications to launch a particular application, you can directly click on Launchpad. And also the files and the applications under other are from utilities in applications. Most of them are from this utilities directory. You will see as part of other by default, but you can move around if you want. And then Safari, the default browser of Mac, to access internet and all, you can use the Safari browser. And then many of other icons such as Mail, so you can configure your mail accounts like Outlook in Windows. Contacts is if you are all your Apple contacts will be stored here. If you sync up with iCloud, all the contacts from iCloud can be seen as part of the contacts. And then calendar and notes, reminders, maps, photos, messages, FaceTime, iTunes, iBooks, App Store. Yeah, so App Store is similar to the App Store on your iPhone if you use iPhone or iPad, and even with Mac, with the latest versions, they are releasing a lot of softwares on Mac as the apps. So if you click on this, you will see the App Store, and you can search for the app you want, and you can start installing them. And then system preferences, so it is like control panel in Windows. I will cover all these things later. Most of them are self-explanatory. So anything related to system, if you want to make certain changes, you can go to system preferences and choose the particular system related stuff, and you can take care of it. And then after this separator, you see downloads. So you can see the downloads files here, and then this icon is Movavi icon, because when I launch it to record the videos, it will be minimized by default, and all the minimized windows will be shown here. And then if you closely observe these icons at the bottom of some of the icons, you see a black dot, which means that that particular application is in use. And you can right click on this on that particular application and quit. So unless the dot goes away, that means the application is still launched in memory, and it can be used as and when is needed. You can also see App Store, System Preferences, and Movavi have the black dots at the bottom along with Finder, which means they are actually there in memory, and you can use it. And whichever is having dot, it will take lesser time to launch as and when it is required. And then if you see, the more and more files you add or start opening up, you will see all those applications on dock. And if you keep on increasing the number of items, this can get cumbersome. So I will highly recommend to delete all the items that will not be frequently used from the dock. Keep only the ones which are necessary. A Finder should be there in the dock. You cannot remove that. Launchpad, if you don't want to use Launchpad very extensively, you can remove it from the dock just by clicking like this. And I don't want to use mail also, so I can go to options and remove from dock. Similarly, contacts, remove from dock. Calendar, remove from dock. Notes, remove from dock. Like that, you can remove all the items that are not required. By doing this, your real estate of the dock will be saved, and you know what is being used and what is not being used easily. If you just clutter it, it can become unmanageable over time. I don't need to have photos here, so I'm removing it. Messages. So I removed most of the items, and it is pretty much clean. Mostly these are the only things which I will be using frequently. iTunes, I can actually remove iTunes also, unless I connect with my iPhone. I never use the iTunes much on my laptop, so if I want, I can remove that as well. So that's about dock. Very important thing which you need to keep in mind. And one more thing is, if you have multiple instances running, you will see multiple windows here. For example, I am creating 4 windows of Safari here, and you can see that every time the window is increasing here. But at the bottom, you see only one instance of one icon of Safari. So even though irrespective of number of windows you use for that application, it will only show one icon at the dock. So if you want to navigate between them, you can right click on the that particular app, and then you can hover between them. You can change it like this. Okay, so this is how you can use the dock and the apps in the dock. I hope you enjoy this quick tour of dock. If you like this video, please click on the like button. If you want to provide the feedback, please use the comment section of the video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. You will get to see a lot more content like this over time. Thank you. Bye.